Your next leap doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. Too many people stand at the edge of something great and freeze because they don't have a perfect plan. Guess what? Nobody does. The biggest breakthroughs don't come from waiting. They come from messy, unpolished, screw it, let's go moments. You don't need certainty. You need courage. In this story, we'll embrace the power of imperfect action and why your leap doesn't have to be flawless. It just has to be yours. We love the idea of the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect conditions to finally take action. And while we're waiting for perfection to show up, life keeps moving without us. Let me tell you something. Your next leap doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. Because standing at the edge of something great, feeling paralyzed by the need for certainty, is how dreams die before they even have a chance to live. In my experience, I've stood there, right at the edge of something big, something terrifying, something that could change everything. And you know what I did? I waited. I told myself I needed more time, more clarity, more proof that I wouldn't fail. I convinced myself that if I just planned harder, the fear would go away. And it never did, because that's not how leaps work. The courage to jump comes after you take the leap, not before. And every major move I've ever made, from career shifts to personal growth, came from a place of imperfection. And every major move I've made, from career shifts to personal growth, came from a place of imperfect action, messy, unpolished, full of doubt. Yet, every single time, it was worth it. Here's some truths. Action trumps perfection. Waiting for the perfect moment keeps you stuck. Doing something, anything, moves you forward. Courage over certainty. Life's greatest adventures don't come with a map. You have to walk the path before you see where it leads. And your leap is unique. What worked for someone else won't necessarily work for you. Your journey requires your own blend of bravery and imperfection. Let me offer some new insights that will help change how you see taking the leap. The myth of perfection. Yes, studies show that perfectionism isn't a path to success. It's a path to procrastination. Fear of doing something wrong often leads to doing nothing at all. Embracing imperfection. Research in innovation and entrepreneurship highlights that most breakthroughs come from trial and error, not flawless execution. Messy first drafts, failed attempts, adjustments along the way. The power of iterative leaps. Progress isn't made in one perfect bound. It's built through continuous imperfect action. The best ideas, businesses, and personal transformations evolve over time. They don't arrive fully formed. So if we looked at things differently, what if waiting for the perfect moment was actually keeping you from the life you're meant to have? What if your first step didn't have to be flawless, just fearless? What if your journey wasn't meant to be smooth, but real, raw, and entirely yours? So here's some advice. Start small. If the big leap feels too terrifying, take a tiny one. One email, one phone call, one bold decision. Small steps build the courage for bigger jumps. Embrace the mess. The path will be chaotic and you will stumble, adjust, and learn, adapt. Every misstep is proof that you're moving forward. Plan to pivot. Ditch the idea of a perfect plan. Instead, have a plan to adapt. The ability to shift gears is more valuable than the illusion of control. Cultivate courage. Fear doesn't go away. You just learn to move with it. Build daily habits that strengthen your courage. Meditation, journaling, speaking your fears out loud. So try this. Stop waiting for certainty. Stop waiting for perfection. Your next leap doesn't have to be flawless. It just needs to be yours. So take it. Messy, unpolished, raw. Say screw it and go. Because the best things in life, they don't happen because you waited for the right moment. They happen because you chose to move even when you were scared. And if this message, this story, if it spoke to you, send it to someone who's been waiting too long to take their leap. Let's help remind each other that perfection isn't required, only action is. Remember, you don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a perfect moment. You just need the guts to start.